And I'm Zach.
And we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're in New Mexico.
We just left the Albuquerque area and now we are heading to Bandelier National Monument to go look at the old Pueblo ruins. So hopefully it's neat and we'll check it out. Apparently there's lots of different trail systems and you could go climb up the ladders into their little old home dwellings. Yes, we are still in New Mexico. Isn't this crazy? There's like pine trees everywhere and snow. This is pretty cool. So on our way to Bandelier National Monument, we decided to stop at Valles Caldera National Preserve. And it's supposed to be an area with a whole bunch of volcanic activity, but it's all, well, used to be volcanic activity and it's supposed to have a caldera. It's covered in snow, so I don't think we're gonna see anything, but it is a beautiful drive, so we thought we'd check it out and see if we could get to anything. So I guess it's special because there's a whole bunch of volcanoes in a circle and they erupted and then the whole area collapsed, so you can see it right here, and made this caldera, and then it filled with a whole bunch of water and lake sediment, and it was over 80 meters deep. And now it's dried up and you could hike all in it. Easy. This is so pretty. Just beautiful and untouched snow. They definitely recommended four-wheel drive to come out here during the winter time. I can see why. We are sliding a little bit with their four-wheel drive. We also have chains if we need them, so we should be able to get out of here, but yeah, definitely recommend 4x4. Prairie dog crossing. Aww. I don't think we're gonna see any prairie dogs today. So we checked in at the visitor center and you get a little pass and then you could go drive out to some of these old cabins. They're from the early 1900s. This one is a cabin from 1915 and so we're gonna go check them out. We're not sure if they plowed that part where the cabins are. Oh, they did not. Okay, they didn't plow it, but we do have snowshoes just in case. So we're gonna probably take them out and go explore the cabins and see what it is. It's the only road that's open at this park right now because of winter, and they close a lot of it because of winter and they don't have the resources to keep it open. But you can snowshoe and cross-country ski pretty much anywhere in this park that you want to from the visitor center. Old barn. So this is the red office built in 1951 and the old barn built in 1941. The snow is deep. So this is the ranch foreman's cabin built in 1918. This is the bond cabin built in 1918. I'm not sure what bond cabin means. Looks like it's just somebody's house. But interesting, if you look in the windows, there's actually stuff in a lot of them. So I think during the summer, they may actually stay in some of these cabins. I don't know. Behind me, this little cabin was built in 1941. It's the old commissary. And then this cabin over here where Zach is, so a tier cabin built in 1915. It's the oldest cabin on the property. They have a cute little visitor center by the cabins that you can go check out. A couple different rocks you could see and a little bit of things you could buy. We made it to Bandelier National Monument and we're driving towards the visitor center. There is a camera overlook and it's a really beautiful view of the canyon. We were just in those mountains over there snowshoeing. Valles Caldera. We're at Bandelier National Monument, and we're gonna go do and hike the main trail that's supposed to have the best views. And it's 21 stops, and it's gonna be 1.25 mile total. The hike starts right behind the visitor center. At the visitor center, I bought this Main Loop Trail guide. It's supposed to explain all the different stops that you're seeing. This is volcanic ash called tuff that has been compressed over time, forming this pretty rock. This is a big kiva. This was used for ceremonies and also to make big decisions for people. This is an old ancient Pueblo site. They had over 400 rooms and 100 people lived in this area. So that's what they think this was. You can see all these little like holes. That's erosion because the volcanic rock is pretty soft. This is one of the rooms. Apparently they burned the top, so it made the volcanic room more stable. Right? Yes. Oh, that's cool. So the average life expectancy for an ancestral Pueblo person was 35 years of age, and the females were about 5 foot tall and the males were about 5'6". Earliest evidence of settlements in this canyon was the mid-1200s. So they think this area could have a population of up to 500 people by the 1400s. That's quite a bit of people living in this village. All these holes behind me indicate roofs, and they're different stories. Some of these will be 5 stories tall, and the family lives in this whole basically row all the way up and down. The bottom, they usually had storage, and they keep building up and they have living quarters. And then above the top roof, you could see petroglyphs, and that's kind of where they drew. Pretty neat. So they're saying a lot of the petroglyphs were then covered by clay and had designs on top of them. A design that's still colorful with the clay with glass here. So we were gonna do an alcove house, which is about a half a mile from the main trail. And then you have 140 steps up a ladder. But it was pretty icy, so we decided to skip it and just go back to the visitor center.
Yeah, we'll come back.
They're coming back now. So cool. All we're doing is walking back to the visitor center, and there's all these deer just hanging out and eating and chomping, and they're so fluffy for the winter. And there's a little baby one. It's cute. Cute little deer. Oh my gosh.
I hope you enjoyed our video. Join us for our next stop as we go explore the city of Santa Fe. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.